What's the most dramatic overreaction you've seen from a drill instructor? Week 2 of basic training. Our drill instructor was Sergeant Nolan Webb. Guy was built like a tank and had a voice that could shake windows from across the base. We had this kid in our platoon named Preston Foley. Good soldier, followed every order, never complained once. But Preston had one problem he couldn't fix. He chewed gum constantly. Nervous habit from childhood that followed him into the army. First week, Preston got caught 3 times. Each time, Sergeant Webb made him do push-ups. 50, then 75, then 100. Preston kept promising he'd finally stop. He didn't stop. Day 8. We're standing in formation before morning PT. Complete silence across the yard. Sun barely up. Webb walking down the line inspecting uniforms with that predator stare of his. He stops right in front of Preston, leans in close, sniffs the air like a bloodhound. Foley, are you chewing gum in my formation? Preston's jaw froze mid-chew. Face went completely white. No, drill sergeant. Open your mouth. Preston opened up. Bright green spearmint gum sitting right there on his tongue. Nowhere to hide it. Webb didn't yell. That's what scared us most. He got quiet. Deadly quiet. That meant something terrible was coming. Everyone, follow me. Now. The entire platoon marched behind him. 40 soldiers wondering what was about to happen. Preston looked like he might collapse. Webb led us to supply. Made us wait outside. Came back carrying a shovel and small wooden box. Foley, front and center. Preston stepped forward, knees shaking visibly. Spit out the gum. In this box. Preston obeyed. Webb closed the box carefully, like it held something precious. That gum disrespected this uniform. It disrespected this platoon. We're giving it a proper military burial. I thought he was joking. He absolutely wasn't. Webb marched us to dirt behind the barracks. Made Preston dig a hole, not small, a proper grave, 2 feet deep with squared edges. Took Preston 20 minutes. We stood at attention watching. Sun getting brutal, sweat pouring down our faces. When finished, Webb placed the box inside, pulled a small American flag from his pocket, draped it over the box with full ceremony. Platoon, present arms. We saluted. Actually saluted a piece of chewed gum in a hole. Webb cleared his throat, spoke in a solemn funeral voice. We gather here today to lay to rest this spearmint gum. It served briefly in Private Foley's mouth before being dishonorably discharged for conduct unbecoming. Someone in back made a noise. Webb's head snapped toward them. Nobody breathed. He turned to Preston. Would you like to say words to the deceased? Preston stammered. I'm sorry? Sorry doesn't bring back the gum, Private. It's dead now. Fill in the grave. Preston filled the hole. Webb produced a handmade wooden cross. R.I.P. Spearmint carved into it. Plant it. Preston planted the cross. We observed 30 seconds of silence. For gum. Every single day for the rest of basic, Preston saluted that grave during morning formation. Rain or shine, said rest in peace loud enough for everyone to hear. Other platoons thought we'd lost our minds. They'd walk past and see some private saluting dirt. Word spread everywhere. Preston never chewed gum again. None of us did. Graduation day came. Ceremony ends. Families everywhere. Webb approaches Preston. First time we'd seen him smile in 10 weeks. Congratulations, Private Foley. Webb reached into his pocket, pulled out a sealed pack of spearmint gum. You earned this. Don't ever let me catch you chewing in uniform. Preston laughed out loud. Actually shook Webb's hand like old friends. 3 years later, I ran into Preston at another duty station. He was a sergeant himself then, training new soldiers. Asked if he still had that graduation gum pack. He grinned and pulled it from his wallet, still sealed after 3 years. Best lesson about discipline I ever learned, he said. His soldiers overheard us, made him tell the whole funeral story that night. Preston did Webb's voice perfectly. Next morning, I walked past Preston's barracks and stopped dead. He'd built his own tiny wooden cross outside. Sign underneath read, R.I.P. to anyone who chews gum in my formation.